Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Gimpy, and I know you guys are probably wondering where I've been. You haven't seen a video from me in a little while, and I've had some bad things happen. I told one person about it. I had some termites that popped up, and that wasn't that big of a deal. But the other problem was my computer basically crashed, and it lost a lot of my work, and I had to jerry-rig a new computer that's powerful enough to hopefully edit. And if you see this video, it means, hey, it worked, everything's good. And if you don't see this video, then I'm standing in a room talking to myself in front of a board game. But yeah, I had some issues pop up. I lost some work on that, and I'm back up and running now on that. I do apologize that you guys have been waiting on me to get something else up. Usually I have 2 to 3 videos at least a week going up, and I had some footage filmed and some stuff editing, and I lost it all. And I had some stuff that I had filmed and prepped for the new rulebook that's coming out for Lock and Load Tactical here, and all that's gone. So I'm pretty much starting from scratch on all that. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I didn't lose too much, so I do apologize that you guys been waiting on me. Good news, the Gimpy's Game giveaway game came in, so I've got that in hand for whoever wins it. Make sure you guys check that out in the video. I'm just hoping nothing else ends up going wrong. The house we're in now, everything is fine, but I was starting to wonder if it was like our previous home that we lived in that was haunted, and we always had a bunch of crazy shit that was going on in that house. Now, I know some people might not believe in hauntings, but after living in a haunted house, I guarantee you that stuff is real, and I wholeheartedly believe it. I remember the way our house was set up, the living room was downstairs, and you could look up to your left and you would see stairs going up into the kitchen and some other stairs going up in the rest of the house. And it was a pretty little steep set of stairs going up to the kitchen, and we were sitting on our couch one time when we were watching TV, and anytime we were in that part of the house, there was always these knocks and bangs that were coming on from the other side of the house. But if we would go look, the knocks would stop and they would start on the other side of the house. Like, it was always away from wherever we were. We would wonder if someone was driving by with a loud car stereo, so bassy banging, and it always happening. It was driving us nuts. But one time it was so loud that we actually couldn't hear the TV. It was really starting to irritate us. And I got pissed off, and I looked up at the kitchen and I yelled for it to shut the hell up and quit what it was doing. And the moment that I said that, every light and the TV went off in the living room where we were at, and it was nighttime at this point. But the power was still on. You could see, the little on lights on the electronic equipment, and it was only in the room we were in. It was not in the kitchen or the rest of the house. Everything else there was still fine. And, our butts pucker, and we just kind of look at each other, and I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. And as soon as I said I was sorry, all the lights and the TV and everything just came right back on, like everything was fine. And we were just kind of looking at each other, and my wife's like, shut the hell up. Don't say anything. Don't antagonize it. Don't mess with it. That stuff used to happen to us all the time. We'd have stuff move on its own. We had picture frames that would be knocked off the wall that wouldn't just come down on their own. Like the piece that was hanging, the little hanging clip thing, was still on the wall, and the only way for the picture to come down would be for it to be hit from the bottom side, not just lean over to the side and fall off. It actually had to be physically touched. That stuff drove us crazy. We haven't felt like that in this house, but I was starting to wonder if maybe the thing had followed us and started going after my stuff with the amount of bad crap I've had happen in the past few weeks. Anyway, that's enough of my ranting. I do apologize, you guys haven't seen me in a little while. I'm happy to be back. I'm hoping I'm back up and running, but we'll see. Like I said, if you guys see this video, it means I'm good, and the computer I'm using now should be powerful enough to take care of the editing stuff. And if not, like I said, I'm talking to myself. So I basically had to watch my video to take and reset things to where they were and get myself set back up on what had happened. We'd done turn 3 here in the Heroes of Nam, and had my guys, all stacked up here, tanks going this way to push into the village, and that 75 mil gun. Now, at the end of the third turn, I think that was where I was at, was the third turn was finished. I had missed an opportunity fire I was going to take here. Opportunity fire, the assault move that I had done. And when I reshot this, I gave it to him because I gave them a shot on me, so I'm taking the shot. And if, it's my game, I'm going to do it. It was a shot that I had meant to take once these guys had fired over here. I got these guys in the refilm or the previous filming that I had done. So let's see if we get them on this one. And this is last turn. This isn't part of this turn. This is just me catching up on stuff. So this guy had the assault move. He's going to have a -2 modifier with his machine guns, which instead of firing with a 4-2, he's firing with a 2-0. And then ordnance. We'll see how that works. Firing against his light building. I can never remember the damn terrain modifiers because it's different depending on which module you're playing. Yeah, +3 on this one. Oh, if you guys are into the Wargamer Pay It Forward group, the Facebook group that I've told you about, David Heath, the guy that runs Lock and Load Publishing, he's won a few games there recently, and there's a lot of good Lock and Load stuff up for dibs. So if you haven't checked out that site, definitely check it out because you can take and win yourself a copy of, I know Heroes of Defiance is up right now, and I think Heroes of the Motherland or Against the Red Star, one of the Russian ones, is up, so definitely check that out. All right, so he's going to take a shot real quick. We're going to do a 2, and then we're going to do a 0. He's got a 3 against my 2. Green as always for them, white for me. Let's see what we get. And nothing. Okay, second one is 0 against just 3. If that had been the other way around, it would have. Damn it. See, this is what I'm talking about. I got him on the last one. All right, now we got to do his ordnance fire. And I don't remember the damn modifiers. Should be a -1 for the assault move. Is it -1? No, +2. Excuse me. Yeah, I meant +1, but okay, so +2, so it's a +5 out of 10 ordnance fire, so it's going to be a 10 or under to get the shot off, so this probably ain't going to work, but we'll see what happens. Or, excuse me, yeah, he's got to roll a 5 or under. I said that. Nope, 7. No dice. Okay, so that takes care of that, and nothing happened. Of course. Of course. So let's take and do our rally phase here. See who's going to be first. Tie. We'll just roll that again. And this went off. We'll roll it again. 1. Okay, so I've got first go. I'll pop my turn marker down there. Turn 4. Yeah. Where are we going? Gimpy, where are we going? What are we doing? Kind of wanted them to go first because he's got a line of sight on 2 of my open tanks, and I want him to shoot. See what can happen with that. Let's see here. If I move up, he's going to have a line of sight here. Basically, this guy, this is my problem. The SOB is still holding me back on being able to do anything. I've got to get rid of him so I can move some guys up. Maybe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, he's got a line of sight all the way across here. And my Pathfinder's there. So I could only move back. I could move the tank up. I don't want to take an opportunity fire. I want to have full firepower against this guy instead of having the +2 modifiers. See if I can get rid of him. And that's going to work. I could send one guy just running forward to trigger him to fire. Like, it's taken me so long to get into this village. I'm almost wishing I had had the hill here to block it off, so I would have just been forced to do something else, because it seems like this jungle has caused me more pain than good here. I just don't see me getting into this village without being opportunity fired to death. Okay, so if I sent one here, he's going to fire, he's going to fire, he's going to fire. All 3 of those guys. Maybe I just have to sacrifice a guy, you know? We pick a lonely private You know, some nerdy little PFC, send him running forward, let him get gunned down, let the rest of the Marines, you know, go after these guys. Although the way my Marines have been shooting, I don't think that's going to work. Let's see if he goes up this way. The moment one guy steps out, they're going to get shot in open terrain. So I'd have to send one from one of these back two squads to only take one shot. Takes two to get through that, so two, not enough movement. And if I activate just one of these guys and have him assault move forward, if he did that, he could opportunity fire, but I'd be firing at him back if I survived. Let me think about this for a sec. Okay, I got an idea. Some of you guys probably won't like it, but it's the only way I see of getting any of my guys moving forward. I'm going to take and do an assault move here with one squad, what is that, a 264 Marine squad, sending the 2 instead of the 3 powered squad forward, and having him do an assault move. That way I can return fire after the outfire. Now, since he is entering this light jungle terrain, he can be subjected to 2 outfires. So he's going to outfire and he's going to outfire onto him and try to lay waste to him. And I'm just throwing those down so I remember it to do it with him. We'll have the guy here on the left do his outfire first. So he's firing with a 2 against him in light jungle terrain. I think is only +1 for my guys. Let's make sure about that. Yeah, +1 for me, +2 for VC. So, little bastards. It's the most defensible position I could go into. Well, I mean, I guess I could have had one go there. And that would be heavy jungle, which would be a little more defensible. But yeah, I already picked this one, so we'll go with it. See if he survives the 2 shots. But at least this way, that guy's fired, and I can try to push forward. Where does this guy have? Does he have? Okay, RPD. Damn, if I try to drive by that building, he's going to get gunned the hell down. I was thinking about this tank could go shooting forward, but damn. Okay, we'll worry about that here in a second. First, op fire. 2 against his 1. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mother. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. So 1, so it's 2. He's got an 8. And oh, I think he's getting +1 on that too. I always forget about that modifier for the moving. Let's take a look. Target is non-vehicle mark 12. Yeah, he gets a +1 for that as well. So he's got a 9 versus my 2, so that gives him a 7. Outstanding. I will never use this white die again. 7 against this guy's morale of 5. Marines do not have a morale of 5. All right. Lock and load. Are you paying attention? Marines do not have a morale of 5. No. Marines have a morale of, in this universe it'd be like 12. Okay. We're cocky bastards. We don't have 5. What is it, guys? Look. The MVA forces, they have 5. It puts them on equal footing. No, absolutely not. Marines have a morale value very, very high. We're cocky assholes. We kill everything. We're killers of men, lover of women, all that other good stuff. All right, so 7 against his. We're rolling on our direct fire table here. Good order. Multi-man counter. He is definitely going to be shaking at a minimum, and this could potentially double his morale, which would cause some casualties. Okay, so that did, and that's 9. Whew, right underneath it. So he goes to shaken. I'll flip them over. So no need to worry about that. assault move. That shit's not going to happen. I'll leave it there just so I remember what he did. Second one is going to be, let's see, 3 against his 1. And that gives him a 7 versus 3, difference of 4. Yeah, he's taking casualties. I think I got to roll a 4 against... only a 1 will take and not cause casualties. And potentially generate a hero, which would be nice. No casualties. Okay. Gotta be kidding me. Gotta be kidding me. Is there only 1 these guys can become? Let's see. 6, 5. I'm going to take and switch him out and just save myself time rolling on it, since this guy's a 2-6-4 unit instead of a 3-6-4. I'm going to replace him with the 1-5-4 counter, because they could be a 2-5-4 or 1-5-4. I'll give the 2-5-4s to the higher level ones. So throw that in my casualties, leave that there, and mark these guys as fired. Alright. I wanted to hopefully get a shot off with him, but that didn't happen. I took casualties and shaken. Now I can move forward with this guy later and get him rallied up, or fall him back and get that half squad rallied up. And potentially if I get a couple of half squads, I can take and move them together and reform them into a whole squad. We'll have to see about doing that. That is going to take care of my impulse, though, because I can't act any further on this. So this is going to be their impulse, and I don't know what the hell they're going to do, because I was going to have this guy fire, but because of what I did, he up-fired. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's out of range of the tanks. This guy over here, they're blocked off there. That guy doesn't have a line of sight because the building blocks him off. I was looking at the guy back over there. He's blocked off by that building. These guys are blocked off by the buildings, blocked off by the buildings. Blocked off by the buildings. Let's see what the card says. In enemy unit, terrain with a plus closest to a unit that, fire, but can't do that. Closest to a target, move towards. Okay, so this isn't such a bad idea, because this guy with the bazooka can move up into this building, get into, and these buildings are victory conditions. If he moves up in there and survives, he's going to have a side shot on one of my tanks there. So, yeah, we're going to have him closest to a target. 1, 2, 3. He's the closest and the safest that can move up. So we're going to have him move up in such a way to not be seen. Can he get there with an assault move? No, I don't think he has the movement points necessary to get in there. Nope. Because it's going to take him 2 to get in there. He's only got a movement value of 4 for his assault move. So if it was 2 clear hexes, he could move there and assault move, but he's just going to be moving. So we'll see if that pans out for him. It's not, though, because I'm definitely going to turn and fire at him. Now, which one do I want to turn and fire with, though? I can fire here against that guy. I can fire there against that guy. What am I thinking? All right. If this guy... if I pivot the whole tank, I think that counts as an assault move. If I turn the turret, though, it doesn't, but I can't bring both guns to bear. All right. Let me throw the counter up here in the corner so you guys can see it. See how it's got the 4-2 on there? You know, it's the different machine guns, because there's one that's mounted in the hull and then there's one that's mounted on the turret. So you could only fire with some. And I think if I turn that, I'm definitely better off turning the tank just in case he doesn't die. That will take and point the front of the armor towards him instead of leaving the flank weaker armor open where he could penetrate and kill him if I don't take him out. But yeah, I think that's considered an assault move to spin in Hex, because I'm facing this way. I think if I spin that way, that's considered an assault move. Let me look it up and see if I can find that real quick. Okay, I did some checking just to make sure, and the penalties aren't as bad actually for the pivot as I thought they were. It's just a -1 and a +1. So basically -1 on my machine guns and +1 on my hit table on the ordnance. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and pivot to keep his frontal armor facing in case this guy survives. So I can also fire with both of the machine guns. I am getting a +1 though for the fact that he's moved, so that effectively brings my firepower back up. So I'm basically negating it for the pivot. And we'll get into the ordnance modifications here in a little bit. So since they're in a light building, they've got the +3. Firing with my 4 first, and then my 2 machine gun. Let's see what we get here. Let's throw a fired marker on this guy, so don't forget. Come on. Big number for me, low number for him. Well, it's one way to go with it. So, yeah. That gives me a 6. That gives him a 4, difference of 2. We'll roll his 2 on the direct fire table here. See what we're getting. And his morale is a 5. So with a 2, I need 4, 5, or 6. Well, what does he have? He's got 5. Okay, and that's everyone's greater. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna need a 5 or 6 rather to shake him. Alright, because that gives 6. 6? No, yeah, that is greater. Yeah, SOB shaking. Bam. Alright, SOB. You're shaking now. This is good. This is good juju. That's the first one. Alright. Second machine gun. Firing at a 2. So my 2 versus his 3. And then the opposed die roll. Oh! Y'all kiss my ass. For as many 1s as I've rolled, I'm keeping it. Alright, 8 versus his 6, and that's still only a 2 difference that I'm getting there. You gotta be kidding me, though, the way this stuff has gone down for me. His morale's still a 5. See if he gets, yep, that definitely brings him up, and that will bring casualties. I think they only have one type of casualty they can get. Yep. Their casualties are... Those will bring back over there. Throw that there. Switched off for the half squad casualty counter. Put our move marker back on there. And now I'm getting, I think it's just a -1 on our ordnance fire table here for the pivot. Let's see. Or a turreted vehicle pivoting the chassis. Yep, so just a +1, not moving to a new hex. And then +3 for his building. So I'm going to need, since it's a 10, I'm going to need a 6 or under to take and hit this guy. Or 6, got it. Alright, and HE modifier 4 versus his D6. That gives me a 9 versus his 5. Difference of 4 on the ordnance fire table. And this will probably kill him. Yep, that takes care of that. So they're down. We'll throw that into casualties. Back over here. And hey, that worked out pretty well. I'm good with that. Y'all forgive me for keeping that 1/6 that rolled out here. Normally I'd re-roll all of them, but I was not giving up the 1 damn 6 I've rolled in my favor in this game, and the whole time I've been playing it. Okay, so now we're back to them, and we can see that this RPG is left in the hex, right? And that can be picked up during the rally phase, and they definitely want to pick that up because that's their best chance of taking those tanks out. Because if I go button up on those tanks, there's really not much they can do with it or do against them. Yeah, because if they're buttoned, I can pretty much just drive over these guys. I was worried about him as far as ordnance is concerned. Is anyone else over here? Nope, RPD, nothing. And then that's the 50 cal machine gun medic, which means the other RPG is here. Yeah, they've only got one RPG and mortars, really, that I have to worry about left as far as ordnance type weapons. Okay, now we're starting to turn this around. Okay, so we're back to them. And what are they going to do here? All right, execute counteractions. That's what the card's saying. I don't think there's anything on counteractions that's going to be in order form. Let's take a look here real quick. I got my little flow chart of counteractions. None are off the map. No weapon. Well, there's a weapon team, but not with line of sight. No vehicles in line of sight and range. Just making sure before I say no 100%. Wall him off. Yep, walls there. That guy is out, but so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's out of range. No line of sight. Okay, yep, definitely no one in line of sight. Medic and wounded on the map. Well, there was wounded, but they got crushed, so no. And no heroes, no snipers. So we're back down to the card. Where did I throw that thing? Here it is. Closest to a player unit that just acted, fire. They don't have line of sight, fire. Closest and zero terrain modifier, hex, or victory condition move towards. Execute victory conditions. So let's see what it says on victory conditions, because none of these guys are on 0 modifiers. And if not, I'll just take and make a call for them on what they're going to do. Or I might just count that as a pass if there's nothing that's popping up for them. Alright. And again, make sure you're staying in your defensive, if it's a defensive match. Within 3, yeah. If player unit in line of sight, spot if unspotted, fire at player unit. If not in line of sight, move towards. Okay, so they do have my guys in line of sight, but not spotted. So this tells them to make a spotting attempt against me. Let's see, who do they have in line of sight? I've got these guys. Actually, that is their best chance right here. If they can get this guy here spotted, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, he's just in range. Then their leader over here can call in the onboard mortars onto this squad and pretty much wipe them the hell out. So that would be an excellent spotting attempt for them to make. So we're going to go with, no, oh, those guys are already fired. Shit. Okay, we can do this a different way. We're going to take, and he's got that with him. He's going to take and have his squad that's with him execute the spotting attempt against me. Okay? And that is blocking terrain. Where is my thing? Alright. Let's take a look here. 2 or less. Subtract leadership modifier. +1 for any degrading tech. Optional -1 if vehicles the target. Okay, so he is in blocking terrain. So normally he would need a 2 or under to take and spot. Leadership modifiers give him -1. So basically he has a 50-50 shot, a 50-50 chance here to spot. And he's ordering his guy here to make the spotting attempt. The leader in the hex is not making it. All right, so Just the squad, not the leader. That way, the leader can call on as his actual impulse. Because remember, a spotting attempt alone does not constitute your impulse, but you can only make one spotting attempt per impulse. So they could do something else if the spotting attempt fails. If it does fail, more than likely I'll just have him pass at that point. But if it doesn't, then he gets to call in his onboard artillery, and I get to figure out how to do that. Okay, so 1, 2, or 3, they get it. 4, 5, or 6, they don't. This is the one time I need them to roll high. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Look at this shit. Oh, wait, no, wait. I'm having a brain for it. With the 6, they needed to roll under, not over. Yeah, 2 or less. Yay! 1, 2, or 3 is what they needed. I was having an off day. I was sitting there looking at the 6 like, you gotta be kidding me, they get that. But no, yes, that takes care of it. They failed the spotting attempt, so we're just gonna give them a pass on that because that's pretty much what they've got left. Now the leader can make another spotting attempt on the following impulse, and that's actually what I'll have them do, depending on what's going on. Have him make his spotting attempt. But I don't think, does he get his own leadership modifier? I think he does. I don't know. We'll see without giving it to him. But yeah, he'll be able to do it. And again, if he makes the spotting attempt, he'll be able to call in the artillery as his impulse. That's why I had him split it up. So basically, he gets a couple of chances at making that spot. Now, this guy's fired. So he can't op fire at me, but this guy can. Because I want to run someone. I keep looking at this set of jungle hexes right here that I want to run someone into. But the moment I do, these guys have a line of fire and I get op fired on with only a 1 terrain modifier as defense, while he's shooting at me with an RPD and inherent firepower, which would mean a 4 against my 1. So I don't want to go that way. I can try to run in this direction. All right. Well, maybe I should. Maybe I should take the chance. Okay, because if I have my Pathfinder group here run forward 1, 2, and get into here, or even get into melee, into that hex, because I so rarely do melee. I don't know, melee is one of those sets of rules that I just cannot keep straight in my head. They got an M60. I think they can use it. I'm not sure. They'd have to take 1 set of fire from this guy. But my thing is if I get these guys out of this hex, that means I don't have to worry about him making those spotting attempts on the following impulse. Because it wouldn't matter if he tried to spot that. He can't see anyone else to attempt to spot. Oh, wait. I want to have this tank fire first. I'm going to have to just give him the spotting attempt. Because I want to have this tank fire into here, take these guys out, and then have these guys run forward unopposed, and then just having one group worry about that. But then if I have a group run, I can have the tank fire at that guy because he does have a line of sight and range to hit him over to there. So maybe I have one of these guys fire at this guy instead. Sorry you guys are having to listen to Gimpy think. I know it's a slow process, but we're going to do this. Okay, so yeah, we're going to have this group fire instead. 2, 3, that brings us 4, leadership modifier. 5, and then M60. So that brings it to a 7. 7 against that guy and his 3. Yep, that's what we're going to do. All right, so Sergeant, is this Sergeant? Yeah, Lieutenant Reagan is going to take and have his whole group fire onto Numbnuts there. See if we can get some damage going on. See if we can finish that guy off, or at a minimum, take and shake him. So I got a 7 versus their 3. Brings me to a 9. against their 7. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, so difference of 2 on that. On our direct fire table, difference of 2 with his morale of 5. So yeah, a 4 or above. So a 50% chance to shake him. Come on, shake this SOB. Shake him, shake him, shake him. You gotta be kidding me. And then the potential hero roll. Nope. Gotta be kidding me. Ah, thought I had that guy. Alright. Okay, so we know they're going to take and make their spotting attempt here. Let's just take and go ahead and do it. Leader's making it. And again, he's going to need a 3 or under to make his spot. Come on, 4, 5, or 6. There we go. Problem solved there. Hit him with an ops complete. Well, we'll just take and stack him up. Not have to worry about that stack. Is there anything else I want to have them do just to do it? I don't think so. The 50 cal here is definitely not going to move out of the bunker. He's going to stay there because once my guys get into this little building, he's got all lines of fire on him. Same for this guy to hold him up. Same for the leader here. They're really where they need to be. These guys are being a pain in the ass, so they don't want to move. And they're not in range of anything else. So yeah, the spot attempt. Sorry, I'm bumping the camera here. I'm right on top of it. That spot attempt is going to constitute their turn. What are we going with? What are we going with? Let me think. If I make the run in there, do I send one guy to trigger the op fire and see what happens? Only do what I have there. It's a 2 and a 2. I definitely don't want to send the whole group. If I send one running forward, it's going to trigger him to op fire, which will trigger that. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do another sacrifice and see what happens. Hopefully that'll open it up to where I can take and run some of my guys forward. So, my little group of Marines here, we'll grab my little tweezers. There you go. Just Sergeant's like, hey, go check out this building. And they're like, hey, okay, Sergeant, sure, no problem. Do, 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 do. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, damn it, Sergeant, we're getting shot at. Yeah, I knew that was coming. Bad Sergeant. So, 1, 2. And they're going to get shot at there. Definitely got line of sight right there. So, 2 against their 0. Hopefully they don't get chewed up. Yeah, they're getting chewed up. they're getting, oh, never mind, that's not 2, that's 3 because they're getting the +1 for the movement. So that gives 9 to my 3, difference of 6. You gotta be kidding me. They're just, I'm hoping not to take casualties right off the bat on this. Alright, it has to be greater than or equal 2 times their morale. So 6. Oof, this is bad. Yeah, yay, 1. That is 1 plus 6 is 7 shaken at a minimum. So they are stopped there, but dummy is fired. Since it's a 1, it's potential hero 5. Nope. No heroes today. None for the Marines. Although all Marines are heroes, we know this. Okay, so that's them. And now I'm going to take my shot here with the tank. Tank's not moving. He's firing everything. Definitely within range. Let's see, this guy's in hut, so he's got +3. So it's going to be 4, 2, and then ordnance. So 4 versus this 3. That gives me a 10 to his 8, difference of 2. Have you guys noticed that I'm getting a lot of 2s on them? Like all of mine are just 2s. Alright, his morale value is 5, and that just threw me off. Same morale value as the Marines. You gotta be kidding me. Morale versus, let's see, what was the difference? Oh, forgot. 2, that's right, 2. Okay. 3, 2's 5 equal. Nope. No effect. And second one is 2, my 2 versus his 3. No effect. And now ordnance. And I'm just getting a +3, so I'm gonna need a 7 or under to hit him. Son of a... I cannot finish anything in here. Will not finish anything. Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, well, these guys have fired. I know they're not acting any way else, so maybe I'll just move up. Okay. If I move these guys up, I can do an assault move with them, with the remaining guys, and take and get with this guy so I can try to rally him on the next phase. We'll go ahead and do that. I'm just going to finish off my last little bit because I know with these guys, I'm not going to get in line of fire of any of these guys left, and I'm not going to take and do all that. So let's finish out my turn here real quick. Assault move with them. It's 3 plus the 1 minus 2, so 2 against his 3. Finally, 6, that's 8 versus his 5, so a difference of 3 on the morale table. See if I can get this guy shaken. We're going to need a 3 or higher. Got him! 3, 8, yep. So he is shaken. Flip them over like that. And the ordnance probably isn't going to do any good, but we'll fire it because it's, let's see, not at range of 2, range of 5, so it's going to be a 7 or under, +2, +3. So I need a 3 or under to take and hit with the bazooka. Nope. Bazooka's done. So those guys are done. Are these guys firing at anything? They don't have line of sight. How much does it cost me to move into heavy jungle? 2, so I can do an assault move with them as well. I want to get moved up, but yeah, we'll do the assault move here. Let's see, so he's firing 2. What else do I have? That's 4, 2, 6. So he's firing the machine guns 4 and then the bazooka. So 4 against 3. And that gives me a 9 against their 9. No effect on machine gun. And then the bazooka, we know from firing that bazooka in a assault fire that that's going to be a 3 or under to hit. Wow. Wow. Look at it. Come on. Get to the train tracks. Gotta be kidding me. All right. Do I want to do anything with these guys? I don't want to leave them there. I can't run this way because I'll get opened up by the 50 cal. So I either run into the building or I don't do anything. We're just going to have them shoot. Let's see. 2, 4 for the machine gun, 5. So firepower 5. See if I can finally finish this guy off. My 5 versus his 3. 6 versus 8. Difference of 2. I'm telling you, it's 2 every single time. At least they're shaking this time. So if they take casualties, they're gone. That's nothing. No, wait. 2. Yeah, that's nothing. Never mind. It has just been brutal, brutal. I have not been able to get anything done. I've got casualties left and right here. Well, not too many. I've lost just a couple of squads, and they've lost a weapon team and a squad and have one shaken. It has just been fire back and forth this whole time. Here, all back and forth. Here, all back and forth. And there's just nothing going on. My tanks can't hit shit. These guys can't hit shit. I don't know what's going on with this. It has just not been my game. I expected the Marines to just roll hard through this, and it has been a brutal slog trying to get across this road. I have just not been able to do it. They've been pinned in here with me trying to sacrifice guys to get chances to shoot at them so I can clear the way. And I'm telling you, the thing I did, like if you want to, have a game like this when you're playing by yourself and you're just trying to make decisions, is I had to set these guys up first in the scenario. I set them up how I would set them up. I had no idea where I was going with these guys at first. I just left them off to the side, and I just set up the NVA, and I set them up for the maximum potential, like what I thought would work best for the NVA if I were going to play them, in a match. And of course, my strategies aren't, I'm not saying they're perfect or great or anything like that, but especially if you're playing a solo game, you set it up that way, and then you take your team and you try to beat it. If you're being honest with yourself and you're setting it up like to really be what you think will work, you'll have fun games like this where you keep getting frustrated and like, oh damn, I can't get across, or I can't do this, and you're having to think, how can I get around? How can I solve this puzzle? And that's what I get a kick out of when it comes to these games. It's kind of creating a puzzle for yourself of how can I overcome this challenge and can I do it? Like that Heroes and Defiance match that I played that had the stealth units. That one at first I thought I was going to get pole smoked, but it ended up turning out to be so much easier because I had the ability to basically cheat and put my guys in wherever. I was facing overwhelming odds, but that ability to kind of cheat in mines and troops right on top of the enemy really gave me an unfair advantage. Here I don't have that unfair advantage, and I'm just getting slogged here. There's not a buttload of casualties on either side, all things considered, but no ground is being made. I'm getting ready to go into turn 5. Half of this game is over, and I have not left basically the line of departure. I came in right here into these woods. I had my tanks shoot up, and they came back down here, and have been pushing through. And if I don't start making some serious headway into this village in the next few turns, I'm not even going to have the time needed to get to, like, here's the main victory objective. That's one of the ones you get the most points for is the Marines. And then these, other outlying buildings here, I'm not going to have the time to get to them. And I think part of that is I'm playing so cautiously because I know the moment my guys are spotted in the open with a leader being able to spot them, those mortar fires are just going to start dropping in on them. And that's just going to be all she wrote. All right, well, we'll call it here. That's going to be the end of turn 4. Again, sorry you guys have not seen from me in a while. I do apologize for that. It's just, like I said, computer crapped out on me and I had to kind of jerry-rig something together. Hopefully you guys will see this video. I will have the rest of Target for Today, the review through that I'm doing on that, up. Same issue. I had to take and redo that. So that will be up hopefully here soon. And like always, take and make sure you comment on Gimpy's Game giveaway for your chance to win Fields of Fire 2nd edition, which is what I'm giving away. Brand new copy this month. Make sure you guys enter to win. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next one.